what happened in 1990? Professor Buteyko received an invitation from Australia, and well, he did not know much about Australia, obviously, but the idea of this businessman who invited Buteyko was that there are lots of asthma in Australia, and Buteyko obviously wanted the whole world to speak about his method and to use his method. What I know that before 1990 there were apparently a few people who tried to promote his method overseas. Well, I don't know all of them. Apparently some immigrants tried to develop his method to establish Buteyko business in America. What I know that with Sasha Хорошо, there was such practitioner. He was maybe the first who went to Sweden and tried to set up some Buteyko clinic over there, and he even managed to publish some book in partnership with somebody from some Swedish businessman. Nothing happened. Then I know that Lyudmila Novozhilova went to Canada, but she could not develop Buteyko method over there as well. Then a friend of mine, Sergei Luzgin, who was the director of the Moscow clinic, first director, he went to Holland and could not develop. And maybe I was lucky in the sense that Professor Buteyko sent me to Australia. We did not travel much at that time. I mean, for Russians, it would be very difficult to go to another country, even to Bulgaria. And you had to have a proper invitation and go through this paperwork, all this stuff, to get visa. And the invitation was on Professor Buteyko's name. So this Australian businessman had to redo actually invitation, send it again on my name, and I went through all these bureaucratic procedures, and Buteyko sent me in Australia and actually bought me a ticket, and he recommended to start promotion of his method in Australia from treatment of asthma, because it's more straightforward disease and we could have quick results. And actually these Australian businessmen, they meant asthma. So what happened? It was not easy anyway. So there were a few fellas in the beginning, difficulties, and these businessmen could not promote this method. There were another couple of businessmen, but then Christopher Drake appeared, and that was successful. But in general, now what I can say that the method appeared in Australia in 1990. And that time it wasn't called Buteyko Method. Later we changed the name of the method. So it was called volitional liquidation of deep breathing. and then it became known as the Buteyko Method. It took me some time and efforts to persuade Buteyko to call his method by his name, actually.